we're gonna start with a 4-minute kind of extenuation of our warm up, and then we'll have just a big chunk of the workout to go through. So you do want a dumbbell, kettlebell, something that you can load a squat, and then something that you can press in either an overhead or a lying down position. If you don't have something for when we go to the press, I can give you another option, but you want something to load, so even if it's a heavy container or milk jug, something to hold, you can do that. So this first 4 minutes, we're gonna do seal jacks, so you're kind of chopping the air with your arms and then out and in. You can do a normal jumping jack or just a jog in place for a lighter impact, and then we're going to go from there to an inchworm, so we stretch out to the back of the legs. You can stop right there or extend a little further for a little bit more core, and then you'll come back into that standing position. So we're gonna go between the jack and the inchworm for 4 minutes. So you're gonna move every 30 seconds. So every 30, Marisol's gonna be my worker-outer. Worker-outer. Like, yeah. Okay guys, so starting with that seal jack, or again, you can do a jog in place, a little less impact, and then 30 seconds of that into the inchworm. So if you can't see our clock, kind of check out a watch or a phone, but we'll be switching every 30 on the dime. Shouldn't say on the dime, might be a little. So starting strong here, just again, continuing, furthering that warm up, getting the body ready. 10 more seconds, then we get to switch movements. So make sure those arms are chopping the air if you're going that seal. All right, into the inchworm. So stretch out through the back legs. You will find wider feet. It's easier to get down to the ground. If you're pretty flexible, you can start to go feet together. Remember, you can stop when you're in that kind of perfect plank position, or if you walk your hands a little bit further, you're gonna get a little bit more challenge to that core to maintain that straight line to the body. Our floor is a little slippery. It's a little hard. You're on hardwood floors, it's slippery. All right, back into those jacks or jog in place. It's hard to see the clock behind us. Now I can see it. So then, not much for me to say about this, other than, again, try and create as much activity through your body as you can. So you don't want your arms just kind of flopping around. Think about chopping that air. 5 seconds. If you're jogging, think about bringing those knees up. All right, guys, switch into that inchworm. Now you don't have to lock the legs out when you go down. You can create a little bend to those knees. You should feel it kind of stretch through the hamstrings. As you walk back, try and get those heels down, stretch through the calf. Breathe in as you're going through. Get one more, and then you're gonna go into those seal jacks. All right after it. Let's see. Halfway. Again, soft landing if you're in that jack. Even in the jog, soft landing. And all right, take it down to the ground. Maybe as you get warmer, you can walk those feet a little closer together. And just breathe in. So here's where you try and get control of the breath. Out and in. Looks good, guys. Alright, start to come up. We're going to go into that last set, one of each here. Again, jog, jack. You can do a jack low impact. You can tap side to side. You can take out that jump. So again, you always have some options. Pick what you can work your hardest at. Good. I love when it's a family affair and I can see all the people working together. All right, let's take it down. Last inchworm here. Walk it out. Remember, so if you're going that really far reach, really lock that belly up and in. Try not to bend or dip at the low back. All right, 10 seconds. Okay, all right. Okay, so for the bulk of your workout today, we're gonna do a little bit of a circuit of 5 exercises. Let me think, we're working for 50. Yes. So we're gonna work for 50 seconds, only 10 seconds to rest. So heart rate's gonna stay up pretty well during this little section, and then we have a few leg things right in a row, so it'll stay up fairly well. So first movement, we're gonna go a goblet squat, so something to weight your body with. You can always go body weight with this as well. So we're gonna go all the way down in a squat, we're gonna come up halfway, back down, and then all the way up. So it's 1.5 squats every time, all the way down, up a little bit, back down, all the way to the top. So you can load that or go body weight. Second movement, you have 2 options. So again, if you have some sort of thing you can press, you can go either a half kneeling press, or you can lay back and go a 1-arm floor press. So 1 arm at a time, we'll switch halfway. You can always do a push-up there if you have absolutely nothing to press. Then the third movement is a core movement, flutter kicks. We're here, switching our legs. Then we're gonna stand up and do a split squat hold. So I like to set it up here. We're gonna lift, hold, we'll switch it halfway. If you do have trouble in that position because of knees or any other reason, then you can do a single leg glute bridge hold and then switch that one halfway as well. And then the last movement, cardio movement. So 2 options, you can either just do a shuffle to where you're getting about 3 to 4 steps each way, or we did it on Saturday, I think. It's a 3-step Heisman. So 1, 2, 3, lift your leg, 1, 2, 3, lift your leg. Okay, so one of those 2. All right, just gotta get through that. So first movement is that squat. So dumbbell, kettlebell. If you did have a band that's big enough to loop around at the shoulders, you could load that band like that. Okay, so you could squat that way, but make sure we're getting that bottom half. So we're going all the way down, up a little bit, back down to the bottom, all the way to the top. There we go. So think about sitting through the hips, heels, back up just a little bit. You're short, but yeah. I'm not.
Oh, for your head.
My head will get chopped off. Cool, guys. So we're gonna breathe in, exhale as you come up out of that squat. Looking forward, weights in those hips, heels. Sitting those hips down. Where you got that bottom half working. Nice, really push the ground away. Okay, one more here. Next is that either overhead press, or you can lay back and do a 1-arm press, or you can go push-ups here. So you can do a modified push-up, you can go down to the knees.
We switch halfway.
But we're doing some sort of press here. So we are gonna switch halfway. So because of that, you could alternate rounds, so you could do overhead press and then the floor press, and then switch each time. So when you guys are going overhead, think about that elbow traveling right underneath the wrist. All right, go ahead and switch sides. If you're laying on the floor, the elbow's gonna come down to your side like a field goal post. And then again, if you're working with lighter weights, just exaggerate that tempo. Slow down, slow up. Same with on the ground. We'll go every other round. 5 seconds here. And then we're gonna be on our backs for a core exercise. All right, guys, flip over on your back. So, Marisol's gonna reach her legs up. She's gonna lock that middle body down. And also think about that low back staying pressed down as well. So you can hold here. You can lift shoulder blades up a little bit. And look at the feet. But I want that movement coming from the hip and not coming from the knees. So we're not kicking at the knees. We're kicking from that hip. So that's going to create some resistance. Our body's going to want to shift side to side, and our core's job is to lock it in and not let that movement happen. Just breathe there. Again, you could go hands behind the head if you wanted to hold the head. You can go right by your side. Do not put your fingers underneath your low back. That means your low back's doing something. Breathe through. Almost there, guys. Hang on. Woo! Okay, we're in that shuffle. So you can take that 3-step, or if you have some space in your room, you can stay low, do like an athletic shuffle. So we'll show a few. Here's the shuffle. Go like 3 or 4 one way, 3 or 4 the other way, or you do a 3-step, hike that knee up. It's called Heisman. 1, 2, 3. Hoo! You jab. Is that what it's called? Dab, dab, not jab. Woo! I'm 33 years old. Okay, guys, so here's where we get that heart rate up. And then we'll end up right in those squats and keep that heart rate up. So again, you got that knee, or you're staying low and just shuffling side to side where the feet don't lift up.
Oh, look at that.
Got it.
Dang.
There you go. All right, deep breath. That's round 1. We got 3 more rounds. So we're in that goblet squat. Deep breath here. Remember, we're hitting that bottom half, bottom part. So drop it down, up a little bit, back down, all the way to that top. So we want that full foot to stay in contact. Toes fairly forward. Everybody's anatomically a little bit different, so you might have to turn your toes out just a little bit. Nice, and then breathe in as you go through. Keep pushing those legs nice and straight at the top. 15 seconds left. Down and up. There we go. Finish it up here. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're in that half kneeling or the floor press. So Marisol's going to show that second option, the floor press. Again, we're going to switch halfway. So elbow can come out to the side like a field goal post, or you could drop the elbow right by your ribs and go more neutral. Especially if you have a lighter weight, you can go closer. Makes it a little bit harder. And again, we will switch halfway. Again, we get push-ups going. We'll bend overhead. All right, go ahead, switch. Nice, we got floor, got some overhead press going. Let's keep it up here. Again, knuckles to the ceiling no matter which press you're doing. If you got push-ups going, think chest to the middle of the hands. All right, safe. You're in that flutter kick now. So if you're on the ground, stay there. Remember, pushing the middle back down, almost creating like a little scoop to the belly. Hip joint is what's moving. So we got those legs kicking from the hips, legs stay straight and reaching. So really try and resist kicking at that knee. Push the heel to the wall in front of you. We're creating some tension through those legs and creating tension through that middle. Nice, coming up on halfway. Keep breathing. That breath will help engage the abs a little bit more. Big exhale. That's gonna pull those abs down and in. So you never wanna think about sucking in, you wanna think about breathing in. Exhale. Good. A little bit more. 3 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Split squat hold. We missed that last time. Oh. All right, so we're gonna drop. Yeah, we're gonna drop into that half kneeling or split squat position. Forgot it. So again, Marisol's gonna stay there. If this does bother you, lay back, bridge up with one hip, and then hold that there. So we did miss this the last round. That's okay, we'll make up for it next time. We got you. Go ahead, switch. So we're floating that back knee right above the ground. Still want it fairly straight underneath that hip. Again, think about centering that weight right in the middle. Breathing as we're there. Do not hold your breath. Oh yeah, embrace it, Kayla. Okay, now we're in that 3-step or that shuffle. So now we're going back to that side to side or the 3-step. Okay, so if you got the space, you can almost go from one side of the room to the other, or couch to couch, or again, that 3-step with the knee lift. So you're just trying to keep the movement going. Heart rate coming up. Under 20 left. Nice, guys. Keep it moving. You're in the last few seconds here. 6 seconds to be exact. Okay. All right. We're going to go back to that goblet squat here. So, weight at the chest. You're going to kind of make it part of your body. So you don't want to pull any forward too much. Cool. So as you're going down again, think about driving that ground away, coming up out of that squat. Kind of pay attention to how the back feels. If you feel like you're arching at your low back, think about kind of pushing that upper back behind you a little bit just to neutralize that pelvis and rib cage. And then breathing through it. Try not to hold the breath. 10 more seconds, guys. Driving up and out of there. Brace that little bird. Got it. Okay, floor press. So you can go half kneeling with the overhead, or you can lay back, do that single arm chest press. Or again, you can switch every other. So as you're pressing, remember, you got knuckles to the ceiling, elbow right underneath. Get about 2 more presses and then we're gonna switch sides. So go ahead, switch it up. If you got those push-ups, that's a long time. You can always kind of stretch back, reset, and then get back at them. Same with if you were going 2-arm overhead. Might have to rest. You got a lot more work.
Bottle.
There we go. Big water bottle. Awesome, Lucinda. Good. Okay, we're in that flutter kick. Flutter kick. So again, sometimes that helps start the feet up towards the ceiling, get that back plastered down, find those abs, and then work your legs down from there. So I don't care how close to that floor you get. The biggest thing is keeping that tension through the middle here, and then again, that movement from the hips and legs staying reaching long. Quality movements. Good job, guys. Keep fluttering those legs. Again, keep that low back kind of even. Think about both hip bones staying even in the ground. Those legs are going to want to shake us side to side. So doing great here. Breathe. A lot of abs. All right. Yesterday, there was a lot of abs on the floor. Okay, so we're in that split squat hold. So remember, you can set it up from the ground, get 90-90, and then just float that back knee. So also while we're looking, I know it's hard, you probably can't see yourself, but we got that knee right above the ankle here. Okay, weight's fairly centered. You got shoulders over top of the hips, back knee right underneath. You got 5 seconds. If she were to reach too far, go ahead, switch legs. Back, she's probably gonna feel a lot through that back hip flexor. Some people talk about how this back leg will start to burn or hurt. And usually if we're just too far back, we have to just pull it under us just a little bit more. Or in general, it just hurts. 5 seconds. Last exhale. Okay. That shuffle or 3-step. So this is round 3. And we got 4 total, so we're starting to run out of chances here. So start to make sure you're using up the energy. Getting those exercises done. Got shuffle or 3-step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got it, guys. Awesome. Again, this is where you just go for it. Shake out the legs. Heart rate bumping. Remember, soft steps though. Be in control of that movement. Not just falling to the left or right. In control. 3 seconds left. Okay. We're going to the goblet squat. Goblet squat. Okay, so back, weight at the chest. Again, that bottom half is where we're working. Back up a little bit. Hanging down at that lower. Exhaling all the way up. I'm gonna let you rock out this last set. 30 seconds. Good news is, not a really tough finisher for you. So, last time through this, remember we do have the split squat holds to make up, so we are gonna kind of throw those in between here. Not right after this, don't worry.
Sure.
That would be evil. Easy for me to throw them in there, huh? 5 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna do the press. And then in between the press and flutter kicks, we're gonna throw in those split squats. So here we go, you can either lie down or again, last time with the overhead, you have the push-up option, chest falling right in between the hands. There, focus in on it. Remember, if you don't have the weight, you can go push-ups. Let's get about 2 more and then switch sides. There we go, right to that last rep. That's not your last rep, but go to the last rep. Okay, so we're gonna go into that split squat hold. Okay, we're gonna break them up by the flutter kick. So split the feet. Again, you can lower down or start from the bottom and check where that lower knee is. Weight there. Again, if it's starting to get too much, you can do the single leg glute bridge. I know I'm kind of hidden here behind her, but you can see. All right, guys, switch those legs out. Get low, hold it. Remember, center that weight. This is where you breathe. So they tell you that in yoga, to breathe through that kind of uncomfortable feeling. With every breath, just kind of sink into it, accept it. 3 seconds, accept it, Marisol. Okay, flutter kicks, guys. So we're gonna go back down, hit that core. Do the core, do the shuffle, and then finish with the split squat hold. I think that'll be a good
Good finisher.
finish it out. So again, middle's plastered down. You can lift those shoulder blades up just a little bit. You can also rest your head and your fingertips. Just try not to yank at your neck. And then that exhale. Got it. Hang tight. Almost there. You made it so far. 15. Remember, keep reaching those legs. We're not kicking at the knees. We're kicking from those hips. A little bit more. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that shuffle or the 3-step. And then we'll finish with the split squat hold. So 2 more things. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, lift. Or stay low in that side-to-side shuffle. Shall I see it close? Hard. Again, breathe here, guys. Allow that heart rate to go up. Still trying to stay in control of that breath. The more we can control that, the more cardiovascularly fit we are. Healthy hearts, healthy bodies. Let's see. Couple more seconds. 5 seconds.
Come on. Woo!
Yeah. All right. We're gonna finish with those split squats, and then we just got a fun little challenge at the end. Totally optional. Okay. So lift it up. Home stretch. So we're lifting, holding. Nice. I like some of the people are taking other options. That's good. Again, breathe while you're here. Center that weight. Sink into it. Accept it. All right, switch it up. Marcel's got the clock on this one.
Yep. Not 1 more second.
Lots of benefits from isometric contractions. Again, still building strength, still building endurance. When this beeps, don't go anywhere, but you are pretty much done. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we thought a couple weeks back we did like the plank, challenge yourself to how long you're gonna hold it. So we're gonna do it together. So we're just gonna set up a plank on the forearms, totally optional. You could stop it here. We're just gonna hold as long as you can hold it. So for some, seeing someone else kind of pushes you a little bit. Otherwise, totally optional. So here we go. Set it up on the forearms. So it needs to be on the forearms, on the toes, and hold it. So we're not timing you. We're just going to see how long you can last. And again, sometimes when you have someone else there holding, you last just a little longer. I know when I did this with an earlier session, I wanted to drop down so bad, but they hadn't dropped yet. And I sure wasn't going to be the first.
Too competitive.
I'm too competitive. It's okay if you need to be the first, though. Again, just seeing where you're at. Just giving that little bit of challenge. Breathe. Again, on the exhale, find those deep abdominals. So that should kind of wrap around and support all this space here. So we have abs coming on the side, wrapping around. We have obliques. You have the front side. So once you've had enough, just go ahead and drop those knees, shake it out. You can recover, and you are all set. No pressure. And keep Marisol here as long as she can, just for the sake of if you're watching the recording, I want you to have someone to watch. The live people are kind of have people to look at. Nice job, Don. Slide
It's just
in.
slippery.
I didn't think to time
Oh,
it. Breathe. Nice work. Keep holding if you want. If you can hold, keep it up. Oh. opinion, Miroslav?